Hello everyone, Mike of MMA with Friends, the new official channel name. Still Fights with Friends with everybody. The fight companions are still going to have the Fights with Friends logo. So only thing that changed was the name for YouTube algorithm reasons. If you're new here, please hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Ring that bell so you're notified whenever I drop a new video. And let's get right into the subject at hand. Now put yourself in a position. You're a UFC fighter. You don't have a fight scheduled. And 4 days before a major UFC, you get a call that you're going to be fighting. You're going to be fighting on the main card of a pretty big UFC on ESPN. Now add to that your birthday was the day before you got this call. You weren't worried about fight camp, so I'm sure you went out to your favorite place for dinner. I'm sure you had some cake, you had some ice cream. You think, man, I'm so used to having these weight cuts, not being able to eat. For once, I can eat. For once, I'm gonna be able to eat before this weight camp. Then you get this call the next day, literally less than 24 hours later, from the UFC. What am I talking about? Well, remember the guy that had, the really excited speech on Dana White Contender Series after winning his fight? Dana White loved him. He's been in a lot of fights with a lot of big name fighters, including Charles Felony Bennett. We're talking about Brock Weaver. Brock Weaver unable to make this date, to undisclosed at this time medical reasons. The most important thing is Mike Davis on 4 days notice, less than 24 hours after his birthday, now has to cut weight, and not just for a prelim fight like I talked about, and not the bottom of the main card. This is the 3 spot. This is the fight leading up to the co-main event, Cub Swanson versus son of Hickson, Crone Gracie. Main event this weekend, of course, Michelle Waterson versus Joanna Jędrzejczyk in her return. But Mike Davis now replacing Brock Weaver. It's going to be a while before we get to see Brock Weaver. And I can just imagine what Mike Davis is doing and thinking right now. I have a little bit different line of questioning for you guys right now, though. What would you do in this situation? It's the day after your birthday. I don't know how much he's walking around overweight, but I'm guessing he's probably not within 20 pounds. He's probably, 20 pounds overweight. He's going to have to cut this in 4.5 days. Do you take the fight? Do you talk to your family first? Do you talk to doctors? Do you, talk to your trainers, your health specialists and things? And what do you do immediately? Do you try to make the weight? Or do you say, maybe it's okay if I come in a little bit over on this one? People are going to be a little understanding. It's not really fair to me to cut down to this and this amount of weight. It seems fair, to just work to get close, but not kill myself because I had such little amount of time. And that should there be a limit? Should there be a limit to the time frame at which a fighter is allowed to take a fight? What kind of hydration test should be done, if any? What kind of test? You're 4.5 days out. Should this commission be saying, hey, you have to be within this weight, you have to already basically be fighting shape, you have to be hydrated, you have to, be these certain amount of things, because this is a tough situation. I try to put myself in this situation, and I try to think about the safety of the fighter in this situation. And I know a lot of you guys do as well. Let me know down there in the comments down below. But this Saturday is going to be a crazy one. We're doing a big fight companion for it. Michelle Waterson versus Joanna Jędrzejczyk. Cub Swanson versus Crone Gracie. That is such a stylistically interesting matchup. I cannot wait for it, and I can't wait to see how Mike Davis comes out against Thomas Gifford in this 3-spot fight, which was supposed to be I said, the coming out party for Brock Weaver. Please hit that like button, like I said, subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified, and I will see you guys soon. As always, I love you, I respect you, and I'll see your fine asses later.